Huge new welcome bonuses from American Express. The Wealthsimple Visa Infinite Card is almost here, and get 20% back in miles with Air Miles' latest redemption event. All this and more on Rewards Canada's This Week in Rewards for June 13th, 2025. If you're looking to make the most of your loyalty programs and credit card rewards, you've come to the right place. This is your weekly dose of loyalty rewards, travel, and credit card happenings in Canada from Canada's original points and miles resource, Rewards Canada. As always, if you're looking for more information on the topics we cover in this video, we'll have links to the full articles and features in the description below. I'm your host, Patrick, and like usual, we're going to kick things off with credit cards. So the summer of big bonuses from American Express continues. A few weeks ago, we brought you details of the new offers on their Marriott and Aeroplan cards, and now they've come out with some really big bonuses on their premium and ultra premium cards, the gold and platinum cards. Both the consumer and business versions of these cards see elevated bonuses that are the best that you will see for 2025. So let's get right into those offers. So first, we're going to look at the American Express Gold Rewards Card. So it has a new elevated welcome bonus of up to 110,000 membership rewards points. So when you get this card and are approved for it, you can earn up to 110,000 points. To get the bonus, you do need to apply by August 18th, and when you are approved, you will earn 5,000 membership rewards points for each monthly billing period in which you spend $1,000 on the card in net purchases for the first 12 months. So that's 60,000 points with that, as long as you spend $1,000 a month. That's not too bad, 12,000 over the year to get those 60,000 points. And then you'll get an additional 30,000 points if you spend $20,000 in total on your card within those 12 months. And then you can earn an additional 20,000 points when you make a purchase between months 15 and 17 of card membership. Now remember, this card has a $250 annual fee. We sometimes refer to it as the mini platinum card because you get extra travel benefits with this card, not as much as the platinum card, but more than something like the cobalt card. So it kind of falls in between. And with that $250 annual fee, you do get a $100 annual travel credit. You get a Nexus rebate. You get 4 free Plaza Premium Lounge access passes. So there's quite a bit that you get from this card. And you know, the Gold Rewards card, even though it's been kind of overshadowed by the Cobalt card, it is still one of the best credit cards in Canada. It is better than most credit cards from competing banks and issuers. So that's just something to consider if you want a card that gives you a little bit of everything. That is the American Express Gold Rewards card. The next big bonus that's out there is on the Platinum card from American Express. So this is the best ultra premium card in Canada. So ultra premium means high annual fee, but a lot of benefits. This card, the annual fee is $7.99 per year, but you get a $200 annual travel credit, $200 annual dining credit, the best airport lounge access program out of any credit card in Canada, and a lot more benefits like fine hotels and resorts, the international airline program, which gives you discounts on flights, and the list goes on. There are so many reasons why this is the best ultra premium card in Canada. So just like the Gold Rewards card, until August 18th, new card members can earn up to 180,000 welcome bonus points. It's broken down as 100,000 points when you spend $10,000 on your card in the first 3 months. So a bigger spend, but this is the Platinum card, which is more focused towards people who can spend more on your cards, even though anybody can apply for it because there are no income requirements. Now, of course, your credit has to be good enough and your income probably needs to be decent enough that they would approve you for it. But just know that you don't have to have like an $80,000 or $100,000 annual income. You can potentially get the card with a lower income if your credit score is good and your credit history is good and those type of things. So, but you do need to be able to spend that $10,000 in the first 3 months and you'll get the 100,000 points. That's a pretty big bonus. Then you can get 50,000 additional points. And then you can get 50,000 additional points if you spend $50,000 on your card in the first 12 months. So that's a big spend requirement. Platinum card holders, that shouldn't be too hard, but then it always raises the question is, can you be spending that 50,000 elsewhere to get even more points? Maybe you have the Cobalt card and you can get a lot more points on the Cobalt card than even what you would do from this welcome bonus. But so that's just things to consider. And then like all the other cards with these elevated summer bonuses is you can get 30,000 points when you make a purchase between months 15 and 17. So that's pretty easy because that's a $1 purchase and you're going to get those 30,000 points. So I like to say that this offer is at least 130,000 points, which is a better offer than what the card offered before. And then you can push it up to 180 if you do put a lot of spending on your Platinum card. So definitely keep that in mind, that if you can do a lot of big spending, maybe you have a lot of big purchases coming up, then it could be ideal to do so and go for the full 180 on this card. And now we'll take a look at the business card offers. So the American Express Business Gold Rewards Card has an offer of up to 100,000 membership rewards points. Same thing here until August 18th. When you apply and are approved for it, you can earn that welcome bonus. So this one is broken down as 40,000 points after you spend $7,500 on your card in the first 3 months. So that's not too bad, actually. That's not that big a spend. And then you can earn additional 40,000 points after you spend $30,000 on your card in the first 12 months. So that's pushing it a little higher in terms of spend, but again, not a huge amount, but you always have to, like I said, take into consideration, can you be earning more elsewhere on that spend? So that's just something to think about. And like all the other cards with all these elevated bonus offers, you can earn the last portion of the bonus, in this case is 20,000 points, when you make a purchase between months 15 and 17, a little as $1, and you're gonna get those bonus points. And then the last of the 4 offers, and this is also, again, a business one, this is the best small business card in Canada, and that is the Business Platinum card from American Express. And this one has the highest bonus of them all, up to 200,000 membership rewards points. Just like the others, if you apply for and approve by August 18th, you can earn this bonus of up to 200,000 points. It's broken down as 110,000 membership rewards points after you spend $15,000 in your first 3 months. You're gonna have to spend $5,000 a month on the card to get that bonus. That's a pretty big bonus still in your first 3 months for that spend. And then an additional 60,000 points after you spend $90,000 on the card in your first 12 months. So this is really one of those cases where it's like, can you get more for that spend elsewhere? But again, there are businesses who will spend that much in 1 month on their card. So to get 60,000 additional points and then you can move your spend elsewhere, you can totally do that. I mean, it's totally up to you. If you're a big spender or have a business that does have a lot of expenses that you're putting on your cards monthly, you can easily hit that 60,000 points. So again, take it into consideration and do the math where you're gonna be better off putting your spending, whether it's full year on this card or on another card. But then of course, in months 15 to 17 of this card, you're gonna earn the last part of the bonus, which is 30,000 points. Again, just a $1 spend and you're gonna get that bonus. And the Business Platinum card has a lot of the same travel and additional benefits that you find on the Consumer Platinum card. That's what makes it the best small business card in Canada. So as I mentioned in our previous video from a few weeks ago about the other elevated bonus offers from the Marriott cards and Aeroplan cards, the overall yearly spend to get part of the bonus can be a stretch for some, but you should not use that as a discouraging tool as to not get these cards, because the bonuses from the initial spend on the cards and the bonus for months 15 to 17 are higher than what these cards offered before. You may have to spend a little bit more in the first 3 months compared to the previous iterations of the offers, but you are getting more points for that. And then it's easy to get that additional bonus in months 15 to 17. And then, like I said in the descriptions of all these cards, if you are someone who can make that spending and it doesn't affect your spending from other cards or other bonuses, by all means, hit those spending requirements, whether it's 20,000 or all the way up to 90,000 for the Business Platinum, and you're gonna score all those bonus points from the welcome offers on these cards. Like I said, apply by August 18th for them. Let's take a quick look at what the value of those points are. So something like the American Express Gold Rewards card, 110,000 points, that's $1,100 towards any travel at any time. So that's where you go book a flight with Air Canada, WestJet, Expedia, book any travel, and then you redeem points against the charge. Same thing with statement credits. They're equal in that regard. It can be worth up to $2,200 when you use Amex as fixed points for travel, because you can get up to 2 points per dollar with the fixed points per travel program. And then you have the option to convert to like Aeroplan, British Airways, Air France, KLM, Marriott. We value at a minimum 1.5 cents for a lot of those. I mean, Marriott's less, but like for British Airways, Air Canada, so you're looking at $1,650, but it's going to be typically for a lot of people way more value than that. And if we look at last week's video where we were talking about value from the Marriott cards and the Marriott program, there was that redemption option that was getting value of 2.5 cents per point. You multiply that by the 1 to 1.2 ratio that American Express has to Marriott, and that's over 3 cents per point that you're actually getting from these membership rewards points. So that would put the 110,000 points from the gold rewards card to $3,300 for that Marriott redemption. And of course, you can get like 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents for business class or first class redemptions with a lot of the airline programs. So the value can be huge if you are transferring. But even if you're not transferring to those airlines, that $1,100 for any travel, $2,200 for fixed points for travel, those are great redemption values. Same thing goes for the other cards. Platinum card, $180,000, you're looking at $1,800 for any travel, anytime, or statement credits. $3,600 of value potentially with fixed points for travel, and then $2,700 and up for the conversion options, and that's using 1.5 cents. If we take that 3 cents per point from that redemption from Marriott, if we take that 3 cents per point valuation of that Marriott redemption, that's over $5,000 in value from the Platinum card bonus. So again, just a lot of huge value. And then if we look at the business gold rewards card, $100,000, that's $1,000 any travel, anytime, up to $2,000 fixed points for travel, $1,500 and up for conversion options. And then of course the biggest bonus, the business platinum card, $2,000 any travel, anytime, up to $4,000 using fixed points for travel, and then $3,000 and up when converting to the airlines and hotels. All right, next up in credit cards, the Wealthsimple Visa Infinite Card is almost here. So this card's actually been around for over a year. We covered it on the YouTube channel probably about a year ago. I'll also link to that video when we first covered it. It was in May of 2024. That's when this card was launched in beta testing. And it's been in beta testing since that time. Only a few people have been able to try it out. It went through some changes in December, but it is now one step closer to being publicly available because anybody from the public can now sign up for the wait list to be notified when the card comes out for everybody. This wait list launched on June 11th, so you can go join it. We'll have the link in the description below. Like I mentioned, it went through some changes in December where the monthly spending caps were removed and they added no foreign transaction fees. And it looks like the card, based on the wait list, has not changed from what they upgraded the card to in December. So you're looking at 2% unlimited cash back on all purchases, no foreign transaction fees. There are no fees on the card if you hold $100,000 or more in Wealthsimple. So basically, if you're a premium client or higher. Otherwise, there's a $10 monthly fee. That's not bad for a 2% card and no foreign transaction fees. You'll get a metal card for the premium or higher clients. Where it does lack is on the benefits or insurance. It has purchase security, extended warranty, and mobile device insurance. It does not appear to have any travel insurance added to it. We'll of course provide way more in-depth coverage of the card when it launches. Hopefully, I don't know, might be in the next few weeks, might be in the next few months, but as soon as it is, we will have that coverage here for you. And just closing out on credit cards, the RBC Avion Visa Infinite and Platinum cards, their welcome bonuses have been dropped to 35,000 bonus points. So hopefully you heeded all my heads up warnings for the past month to jump on that offer of 55,000 points. Now, it's not the end of the world. I mean, 35,000 points is still a good injection of points because you get it right away. But if you're in no rush for those points, I would wait to apply for these cards because there's a good chance we'll see that 55K bonus come back in the fall like we have in previous years. But there's no guarantees. So we'll just have to wait and see what RBC does with their Avion cards in the fall. Before we continue on to loyalty and travel news, if you liked today's video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel if you don't do so yet, hit that notification bell so you're notified when we do post new videos, share the video with friends, family, coworkers, anybody who you think can benefit from the topics we cover in our videos, and leave us a comment, whether it's a question, correction, clarification, or just want to say hi. We will do our best to respond to all your comments. All right, so that does bring us into loyalty and travel news for this week. And the big loyalty news this week is the return of the Air Miles redemption rebate promotion. This is the one we mentioned in our podcast with Air Miles a few months ago. I'll link to the podcast right here as well. So this is a big redemption event from June 13th through to June 27th. Air Miles collectors can get 20% back in miles on eligible Dream Miles and or Cash Miles redemptions. So as with most Air Miles promotions these days, you have to opt in first. So go do that right away if you haven't done so yet. Go to the Air Miles website, open up the Air Miles app, and opt in for this offer. So Air Miles collectors who redeem 250 or more Dream Miles in one go, like in a transaction between that June 13th and 27th, will receive 20% miles back. That means you'll get a minimum of 50 miles back, and the promotion allows for a maximum of 1,500 miles back for Dream Miles redemptions. If you're redeeming cash miles, so each time you redeem 95 or more cash miles, and I mean the minimum is 95, you'll get 20% back. That works out to 19 miles per single 95 miles cash redemption, but the total rebate will be based on all your cash miles redemptions during the period, up to a maximum of 570 miles, so you can get a rebate of 114 miles from this promotion. Remember, you can redeem your cash miles in store at places like Shell, and if you're a Shell Go Plus member, you actually get 10 miles back as well when you redeem 95 miles. You're actually redeeming 85 miles for $10, and then you're going to get the 20% back as well. Plus, they have a lot of e-voucher options for cash miles redemptions. Next up, this is a credit card loyalty program offer, and BMO Rewards, Bank of Montreal Rewards, is offering 2,000 bonus points on merchandise redemptions. So all BMO Rewards members who redeem 10,000 or more points in a single transaction, you can do multiple transactions, for merchandise, gift cards are excluded, however, will get 2,000 bonus points for those redemptions. This offer is available until July 1st. Now, you'll have people who say you should never redeem points for merchandise because you're not getting as much value as, say, travel or something else. But you know what? These redemptions are there because there are people who do redeem for merchandise. And I'm giving this a mention as Rewards Canada is here for all walks of life and all redemptions of life. You know, maybe there are people who won't be traveling and maybe they really need a new coffee maker or an air fryer because it broke and they are trying to budget and save some cash. And being able to use points to keep some cash in your pocket is nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, regardless of the point value, you know, if it's a redemption that makes you happy, then that is a good value redemption. And that's why all these programs have those options, because there are people who do want to use merchandise redemptions. There are people who may never have enough points to get, you know, a huge value from travel. There are people who do not travel. Or I always say, like, vice versa. There are people who have more points than they know what to do with. So they can even redeem for travel and merchandise, and then they'll get these bonus points on top of that. And speaking of bonus points, that takes us into this week's Bonus Blast. So the Bonus Blast is where we take a look at some of the bonus miles and points offers we have added to the Rewards Canada website over the past week. We are adding dozens of offers every week, and we just highlight some of the better offers that we have posted. So the first one we'll look at is a buy miles bonus. You can receive up to 70% bonus miles when you buy Alaska Airlines mileage plan miles. So this ties the best ever offer seen on buying mileage plan miles. It seems like this 70% comes around once a year now. A lot of times it's 50%, 60%, but the 70% bonus is available until June 26th. The 70% actually kicks in when you buy 35,000 or more. It's a tiered bonus that starts at 50, goes to 60. And yeah, you buy 35,000 or more, you're gonna get the 70% bonus. The all-in price for Canadians, so I'm including like GST here, works out to roughly about 1.83 cents US per mile. That's a pretty good purchase price considering you can redeem Alaska Airlines mileage plan miles for 2 cents or more US, especially for premium class award flights, as long as you can find availability. There has been a lot of talk, and I've even noticed myself in searches that it is getting more difficult to find those golden nuggets, but they are there. So if you can find them, so go find it first, and you find one, buy those miles and then go redeem for those flights. Don't buy miles first and hope that you can find a flight. Now we'll move on to a hotel bonus, and this is from Hyatt. You can earn up to 16,000 bonus points for stays at Hyatt Place and Hyatt House hotels in Canada, and the offer also includes Hyatt Place Hyatt House worldwide and Hyatt Studios worldwide. We don't have any Hyatt Studios in Canada just yet, so for Canadians it's Hyatt Place Hyatt House. This is actually a bonus that kicks in after 3 nights. They don't have to be consecutive, but once you complete 3 nights, you're gonna get 3,000 bonus points. You complete 5 nights, you're gonna get 5,000 more points for 8,000 total. And if you complete 8 nights in total, they're gonna give you 8,000 more points for 16,000 bonus points. You can register for this offer via the link below, and this is valid for stays until September 7th, 2025. Now we'll jump back to a buy points bonus, but it's a hotel one, kind of tying in these different offers here. And Hilton has brought back their 100% bonus, or I guess up to 100% bonus for buying Hilton Honors points. This offer is valid until July 24th, 2025. You buy points at half a cent US here. This offer is around a lot, so unless you really need the points right now for redemption, or like you see a stay where you can find a discount. I put an example in the post of staying at the Hilton Whistler Resort where the stay was over $800 if you were to pay cash, and to buy the same amount of points was just over $600, so you can use it to get yourself a discount. But again, find yourself the redemptions first and then go buy the points if you don't have the full amount of points. And like I said, this offer is available until July 24th, 2025. Now, another hotel bonus, Wyndham Rewards has come out with their summer bonus points promotion. This is valid at all their hotels in Canada and worldwide. There's a few brands that aren't included. Check the link below if you want to see, but for the most part, I believe all the hotels in Canada are covered with this bonus offer. So you can earn up to 15,000 bonus Wyndham Rewards points for stays of 2 or more nights. Register and book by August 30th for stays until September 3rd. The way this bonus works is you have to stay 2 consecutive nights and you'll get 7,500 bonus points. If you stay 3 consecutive nights, you're going to get 12,500. And if you stay 4 consecutive nights, you'll get 15,000 bonus points. So it can be earned kind of either or. So if you do 2 2-night stays, you'll earn the 15,000 bonus points. If you do a 3-night stay and a 2-night stay, you'll get 15,000 bonus points, or 1 4-night stay, you'll get the 15,000. So you can earn those kind of combinations, but it's a maximum of 15,000 bonus points per member. And the last bonus we'll look at is another hotel bonus. Hotels have always the most bonuses, and this one is earning 5,000 bonus points for stays at the new Element by Westin Calgary Downtown. So this hotel is opening up just in time for the Calgary Stampede. You can earn 5,000 bonus points for stays here. It works on a 1-night, 3-night stay, but it's 5,000 total for the stay. I couldn't find an end offer for this date. I was just kind of searching through, and I did see you could earn it on stays like right through till January. I just don't know when you have to book by. This is one of those offers where the bonus points rate is actually more than, say, like the best member rate. So do the math, but 5,000 bonus points is worth roughly $50 Canadian. And the spread I found on a lot of room rates between the member rate and this bonus points rate was less than 50. So you would come out ahead with the 5,000 bonus points offer, but there were AAA CAA rates that were quite a bit lower. So again, you just kind of have to do the math and see if that 5,000 bonus points is worth it. If you're someone who doesn't pay for your stays, for example, your employer pays for your stays, or you charge it out to your clients and you're allowed to, charge for higher room rates, then by all means, you probably want to get the 5,000 bonus points offer, because then you'll have those 5,000 points for a future vacation. Remember to always check out the Rewards Canada bonus offers section before you book any travel, whether it's flights, hotels, car rentals. We list tons of bonus offers there, and there are people who are just not doing so. They are just going straight to the airline, going straight to the hotel, straight to the car rental company, and they're leaving those points and miles, which end up being dollars, on the table, and they're leaving them there. So make sure you do so before you book. You can find it at rewardscanada.ca/bonuses.html. And that's all she wrote for this episode. Be sure to check out rewardscanada.ca on a daily basis, or our social media on a daily basis, because we post a lot more than what's covered in this video, and we post even more than what's in our newsletter, because there are offers that are only available for a day or 2 days, and anything that's expired will not be covered in this video, and they will not be covered in our newsletter. But at the very least, you need to be subscribing to the newsletter, because that is your roundup. If you cannot visit on a daily basis, you'll get the newsletter every Friday. It rounds up all the news, everything we've covered in this video, and much more, and you'll get that delivered to your inbox Fridays. And then on Saturdays is our bonus bulletin, and that is where we round up all of the bonus points and miles offers we've added to the website over the course of the week. That is your ticket to more miles, more points, and more rewards. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.